my MAC lipstick Drugstore Dupes. If you don't know what a dupe is, it's just a different brand that has a similar shade of lipstick, and this is a really great alternative if you're on a budget and you're not willing to pay the full price for the MAC one. You can go to the drugstore and find a different brand but with a very similar shade. So I went through all my lipsticks and found 7 dupes, and the 7 happened to be my favorite MAC lipsticks also. So I like having a drugstore dupe and I wanted to share it with you guys. So number 1 is my MAC lipstick in High Tea, and this is a luster finish. And luster just means it's not as pigmented. It comes out very sheer, and it usually has a type of reflex in it. And my drugstore dupe for this is Just Enough Buff, and this is by Revlon. So if you look at the two next to each other, they do look the same. They kind of have that peachy color, and since it's a luster, this does not come off as pigmented for the MAC one, so it does look darker, but when you swatch it, it's very similar. They both come out sheer, so that's why I thought they're the perfect dupe for each other. And the next one is Blankety by MAC, and this is a very universal nude, very popular, and it isn't amplified, so that means it's very pigmented, true to its color, and it doesn't have any reflex in this one. And then the drugstore dupe is L'Oreal's Fairest Nude, and this is number 800. This one is Fabby, and this has to be one of my favorites. It's a Frost by MAC. Kind of more of a purple pink with gold reflex in it. That's what makes it so unique, is because it has that gold in it. And like I said, it's a Frost, so it doesn't come off as pigmented. But the drugstore dupe is 502A, which is from Wet n Wild. And as you can see, they both have gold reflex in it, which I think makes it the perfect dupe. And the Wet n Wild one is not very pigmented, so it looks darker on camera, but when you swatch it, it's an exact dupe for Fabby by MAC. Next one is a popular one, and this is Creamcup, which is a cream sheen from MAC, and this is a very like pink color. It's just a pink. And my drugstore dupe for this is Rimmel's Airy Fairy, and this is number 70 or 070. So put next to each other, you can see that Airy Fairy is just a tad bit darker, but it doesn't come off too pigmented when swatched and put on your lips. So that's why I think it's a perfect dupe for Creamcup. They're both really nice pinky colors, so if you love to have that cute pink lip, I think this would be the perfect lipstick for you. Next one is Angel, which is another popular one from MAC, and this is a Frost. So again, not as pigmented, but it doesn't have any reflex in it whatsoever. It's more of a solid color, but it has a sheen when the light hits it. So my drugstore dupe for this is Pink Please, and Pink Please is by Maybelline from the Color Sensational line. And what I like about it is they're just, even though Pink Please is a little darker, they're pretty much around in the same pink family. Next is my all-time favorite, which is Half and Half, which is an amplified. Now this is a darker color, so for me it's a nude, but it may not be nude for you. But again, it's more of a brownish pink, kind of on the darker side, and since this is amplified, it's very pigmented. And my drugstore dupe for this is NYX, and this is in Perfect. And I think this is the absolute perfect dupe for this color. Side by side, you can see they're in the same range of pinks, more of like the nudish brown. And yeah, it's just almost exactly the same. They look exactly the same swatch. The NYX lipstick is just as pigmented as this amplified lipstick is. So I really love these as dupes for each other. They're just perfect. And last but not least is Jubilee, which is a luster from MAC. So lusters are, again, not as pigmented, but this is like Half and Half, but it's a more sheer color. So it's, again, in like the brownish pinks. And the drugstore dupe for this is Pumpkin Pie by NYX. And the thing with Pumpkin Pie is when it's swatched, it's very sheer also. Even though it looks solid, on camera it's very sheer. So both of these come off sheer. That's why I put these as dupes for each other, because the color is similar as well as the finish and how it looks on your lips. So these are again perfect dupes for each other. I love NYX lipsticks as well as MAC. They're my top 2 favorites. So those are my drugstore dupes. In the video, as you can see, I had swatches. You can really see how they look swatched, because I didn't want to go through the video just swatching my hand, because that would just take up too much time. But if you want to see the pictures up close and the names, if you missed them, you can check out my blog, which is beautymeetslifestyle.com. I'll have all the information on there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys again for watching. Bye!